everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maureen, and guess what I have? All right, it's the new McCall's pattern for spring, and you guys, this collection is chef's kiss. Like the styles, we have a little bit of vintage, we have a little bit of unisex, we have just a lot of really great patterns. So let's go ahead and get into all of this. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Maureen, and I am a sewing content creator, Nomi pattern designer, and a small business owner. All right, so at the top we have McCall's 8550. This is Brandy Joan, and she has a new Mrs. dress. This is kind of like a baby doll dress, I guess you could say. The suggested fabric includes cotton blends, crepes, eyelet, satin, and then it does have a lining, and it runs from sizes 6 to 24. This is McCall's 8551, and if you notice here, there is a QR code, so that means that a sew along is coming for this. And this is a knit dress for Mrs. and Petites. So you do have that knit gauge on the back, and it looks like this is for cotton knits, interlock, and jersey, and it does have a little bit of a lining, but guessing by the fabric amount, you really don't need that much fabric, it looks like, unless you make view C, or yeah, dress C. But this is just so cute. I personally love the drop waist hemline, or the drop waist line. I think it really just kind of flatters my sort of figure, but I can't wait to make this. I think this kind of is like giving like some sort of like tennis dress in a way, like a tennis dress style. Yeah. And this goes between sizes 4 and 22. Next up is McCall's 8552. This is like a structured polo dress with sleeve variations. Y'all, I love this dress. It kind of reminds me of the tweed pattern that they released for the winter, but this is like the spring version, because you notice it's got the collar and the button placket, and then you've got short sleeves, you've got a long sleeve, and then you've also got like a little bit of color blocking if you want to do that. So it goes from sizes 8 to 26, and it looks like the suggested fabrics are boucle, crepe, linen blends, medium weight denim, and tweed. All right, so y'all, this is one of my favorite patterns of this year. This is definitely going to transcend spring and summer, and probably even fall, and I feel like a lot of us are going to be wearing this. All right, so without further ado, McCall's 8554. I mean, is this not giving like going to the chapel or wedding guest dress, or I just want to be cute dress? Like, I love this dress, and I know it's not shown on the pattern envelope, but I'm almost willing to bet you could color block this if you really want to. Just saying. This runs between sizes 8 and 26, and it has the suggested fabrics are cotton blends, crepe back satin, and taffeta. All right, this is another one. I feel like a lot of us are going to be wearing this one too. This is definitely going to be your spring and summer wedding guest dress. This is McCall's 8555. And this is considered a special occasion dress. This goes between sizes 10 and 28 women's. And the suggested fabrics are crepe, crepe back satin, crepe de chine, and rayon challis. And the lining it calls for charmeuse, polyester, China silk, and interfacing, of course. So it looks like view A is the short one. View B, you can kind of contrast the top and possibly choose a different fabric or choose a different color altogether. And then C is going to be that long version as well. But I see so many of us grabbing this pattern and wearing it this year. I really do. Next up, we have McCall's 8556. This is a Mrs. shirt dress in 3 lengths. I am in love with this. The maxi is really beautiful. So this comes between sizes 8 and 26. It looks like it'll take cotton shirting, linen blends, taffeta, twill, and crepe. which tells me that this is probably a pattern that you can dress up or down. I love the sleeves on here. The sleeves are so beautiful and so dramatic. And I really love the fabric that they chose for the model. It's just beautiful. Okay, so this one, I feel like you guys are going to love this one because it was all over the fashion blogs, all over every single website. There were dupes everywhere. And now we have one with McCall's. This is McCall's 8557. And yes, those are bows. So if you had even been paying attention even a little bit to the fashion trends last year, then you already know that these bows were up and down the runway, up and down the magazines, up and down the websites, and all of the DIY girlies, including myself, were making dresses with bows. So I am so excited to see this pattern in the collection because I feel like this is going to be really popular. So this is, again, McCall's 8557. The sizes are 10 to 28 women's. And you can do cotton blends, dotted Swiss, linen, and poplin. And if you guys look closely, you can absolutely hack that into a dress. Just saying. Next up, we have McCall's 8559. Now this is a Mrs. and women's skirt in 3 lengths with a tie belt. So you kind of have in view, in all the views actually, kind of like that, almost that DIY style. Like if you were to turn pants into a skirt, it's got that same seam line there. So you've got once again, you've got a mini, a midi, and then kind of like an ankle length. So this runs between sizes 10 and a 38 women's. And the suggested fabrics are medium weight stretch wovens with 20% cross grain stretch, such as stretch denim and stretch sateen. Up next, we've got a little bit of outerwear. This is McCall's 8560. This is like a quilted jacket. So they're calling it a Mrs. jacket with sleeve and length variations for sure. And the suggested fabrics are broadcloth, charmeuse, linen, and poplin. And this comes between sizes 6 and 24. Y'all, I think we're going to love this one. Is this like a spring jacket? Like, oh my gosh. So this is McCall's 8561. And this is a Mrs. jacket in 2 lengths with a skirt. So this is like, I feel like almost an updated version of the shacket. With a skirt to match. It's giving 90s for sure in the best way possible, and I'm so here for it. I'm so excited for it. The suggested fabrics are cotton blends, denim, linen, and twill, and you can get this from sizes 8 to 26. You know, honestly, I love this model. I love that they've been using her a lot. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. She's got like the right attitude, and I feel like no matter what you put her in, she could be 90s cool, or she could be disco queen. Like, I love this model. So this one, I think that a lot of us are going to love and appreciate. And it's honestly a pattern that is probably going to become a classic. And my prediction is that many of you will find a lot of uses out of it. So this is McCall's 8562. And this is kind of like reminiscent of like the butterick patterns that we see, where there are, you can kind of like build a capsule wardrobe off of it. And I love patterns like that because you can really use this 4 to 15 times and just have a different outfit every single time. So again, this is McCall's 8562. It is a Mrs. top, dress, jacket, and pants. And then the suggested fabrics are cotton blends, denim, linen, and poplin. And this runs between sizes 6 and 24. Next up, we have McCall's 8563. I think a lot of us are going to be wearing this one too. I love the frilliness, the girliness of this top along with the pants. Like, this is giving vacation wear, right? So this is a Mrs. Lounge top, shorts, and pants. I think a lot of us are going to be making this. So it looks like it has letter sizing. So this goes between an extra small, and an extra large. So that would be sizes 4 to 26. And the suggested fabrics are a challis, cotton blends, cotton lawn, and gauze. Okay, so now we are coming up on some unisex patterns. So first up, we have McCall's 8564, and this is actually a stretch knit pullover top for men and for women. The suggested fabrics are moderate stretch knits only, such as cotton knits, French terry, and rib knit. And this also runs between extra small and extra extra large. And again, this is a unisex pattern. Next up, we have McCall's 8565. This is a unisex jacket with collar variation. So it looks like you have either like the curved collar or like a notch collar almost. So the suggested fabrics for this are boiled wool, linen blends, medium weight denim, and twill. And then this also runs between extra small and extra extra large. And then the third unisex pattern, 8566. This is a unisex shirt in 3 lengths. And then the suggested fabrics are broadcloth, cotton shirting, lightweight denim, pinwheel corduroy, and then it runs from sizes extra small to extra extra large. All right, and now we are going to get into some vintage patterns. First up, we have McCall's 8569. This is a missus dress with sleeve variations and a top. And this calls for challis, cotton blends, lightweight cotton, lightweight wool. And it goes from sizes 6 to 24. By the way, this is a vintage 1970s Laura Ashley pattern. All right, next up we have another vintage 1970s pattern, also by Laura Ashley. This is McCall's 8570. This is a missus dress, jumper, and top. And this runs between sizes 6 and 24 as well. This last vintage pattern is a 1960s reproduction. This is McCall's 8571. And this is a wraparounder dress in 6 variations. That's what they're calling it, a wraparounder, which I think is kind of cool. So as you can see on the front, especially like the one with the scalloped edges here, that's a little wraparound. The gingham one's a wraparound. And I think that B and D. Okay, so on the back here, some of them actually wrap around on the back side. So that would explain the other views here. It's classified as very easy. Sounds like there are no closures. Don't quote me on that, but it definitely sounds like this would be an easy pattern for sure. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you today. Now, if you like this video and you want to see more, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and let me know in the comments which pattern you're looking forward to sewing up this spring. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.